You know, folks, I can't lie to you. Usually whenever I start the show and run the intro, I'd like to drink some water. That joker went all over my face, she said. Hello. Welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I am your host, Michael Karvelis, and this is Daily Dive. It is Friday, December 5th, 2025, and this show begins now. That was weird. We are live streaming via the airwaves of North American Talk Radio via YouTube. Please subscribe before you leave, and we appreciate you on your way out. On today's awesome show, we're going to get into, or should I say, interview Gamble Guy, who was the better of last week on the show, going 3-1. We'll ask him how he feels about the 2-game slate. Next, we'll talk to Pat Gregoire, who is, I believe, in the Halifax Arena. I could be wrong, but we'll find out when we get to him. And Captain, it was a question mark. I believe he actually is coming on later on to discuss his ladder or what's left of it, as we will try to begin climbing again. And finally, the crew's picks and best bets. Cannot wait for that. Frick called the Seals last week as he leads the crew with 3-1 record. Before we get started and get to Gamble Guy, I want to let you know this show is presented by the great people at natalkradio.com. And if you go there and click the event tickets tab, you can search for your favorites or local National Lacrosse League team. Again, the event tickets tab at natalkradio.com. Also, at the bottom of this YouTube description, you'll be able to click a link as well. It's kind of like the same thing. You're welcome for saving you the legwork there. All right, now we're going to bring on our guest. It's going to be the Gamble of Guys. That sounded even worse. How are you, sir, today?
What'd you say splashed all over your face at the beginning of the show?
Water, baby. That's what she said.
3-1. I'm feeling good. The Toronto Rock let me down. One goal loss.
That was, yeah.
I'm feeling good this week. 3-1. Let's go. Let's go.
Did you watch all the games last week?
No.
You still went 3-1. That's what we like to hear. All right, good.
I did watch 3 of the 4. The one was past Daddy's bedtime. So, but let's go. The Mammoth I missed because it was too late at night.
Yeah, well, Captain, he unfortunately did stay up after we left their little watch party, and he wished he would have slept. All right, so we are now here talking week number 2 of the NLL season. Oshawa Firewolves are back in action as they are traveling to the Nest to take on the Purple Halifax Thunderbirds. So this game, according to FanDuel odds, is Halifax minus 122 of the money line and 22.5 as the total. The Cool Bet odds have this game at 23, just for the record on the total there. What is your take on this game? Do you think Oshawa keeps it going, or do you think Halifax has other plans, sir?
Well, good for Cool Bets, but I got the over 22.5. I'll tell you why. Oshawa won 8-7 last week. I think that's a one-off. Both these goalies save at about 76% historically. In fact, Oshawa's goalie once had a year where his save percentage was sub 60. You heard that right. So I think this is going to be a shootout, baby, in Halifax. And it's probably way colder than it is here. I'm catching a flight here in an hour to go somewhere warmer. They're going to be cold. It's going to heat up in the arena. I like the over.
Did you watch last week's game for Oshawa?
Okay. I missed 2 of the games. It doesn't matter, Mike. Their goalie historically is 75.
It's really good.
Yes, historically 75% save percentage. We had this talk last week. I looked up his career. I know you go emotion. Oh, one game.
It's 78.8, sir, just for the record.
Yeah, you're counting the one minor league season. I watched it. Anyway, go ahead. What was your record last week?
I was 2-2, but
Yeah.
I think calling Doug Henderson a bad goalie is going to get you roasted by a lot of fans because he's actually really good. But okay.
Okay, cool. You talk to me next Friday.
Halifax, yes, but man, that is the reason I actually don't mind the over here and why I stayed away from the under myself. He's doing it again. I think it's the same last week, right?
Robert, it's the same one until I wear it out. It's an Oscar Valladares 2012, baby. Let's go.
Woo!
Back to your record as your best.
No, I was giving you praise. Hold on. I was giving you praise because the reason I stayed away from it is I think the penalties in this game could go up, which means we could have more power plays, which could equal more goals. Because a few times these teams have played each other, they got like under each other's skin.
Let's not argue on Christmas.
I'm making your point for you, sir. Instead of saying Oshawa's got a bad goalie, I'm trying to help you out here.
Mike,
he seems to care.
It's going over.
That's good, but you can't say Oshawa's got a bad goalie. That's a bad line.
I didn't say he was a bad goalie. I said historically his save percentage is in the mid-70s.
78.8, yes.
Don't get carried away by the 8-7 match last week. That's 15. I only need 7 more goals. I'm telling you, Halifax is putting up at least 14 on him. Woo!
That 1 year he had sub 60, he played 90 minutes of action. Okay, let's move to the next game now. Saskatchewan taking on Calgary. I've wondered, is Calgary really that bad? Saskatchewan watched Vancouver, everyone's darling, fall last week. The Rush are minus 205 on FanDuel. I think it's down to actually minus 200 now on most books. And then, of course, it's at 21.5 for the total. Where are we going? Where are we landing?
Yeah, I know your Mickey Mouse rules won't let me take the money line, which is what I like. But I'll lay the 1.5. I think the Rush potentially are the best team in the league. We're going to find out. But I like them to rush the competition this week.
Ooh. By the way, I did give Frick that minus 200, which is why I try to give it to you instead as well, because you can get on Bet US.
No, see? I don't want to listen to you bellyache all week. Okay. So I'm laying the 1.5.
If you want the minus 200 rush money line, promo code 120Z, all caps, no spaces, gets you a deposit bonus at Bet US. So there you go. You're welcome, folks. But no, I love the cover. Thank you. Good for you. Utica Yeti's back again. I'm just here for the Dauber slander. Brad Dobson, this guy. Did you see the goalie on penalty last week?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was not supposed to happen, but it was fun. That was
so I'm going to look up. We look up last season, and I want to see. So the Rush beat them 16-13, but then Calgary beat them 10-6. So I mean, this should be a good one. I still like. So actually, the road team won each time last year, this matchup. So that'll be interesting. I still like the Rush, though.
Yeah, I think most people do. If Calgary can pull this off, it would be insane. And by the way, that one, the 10, that's crazy. I can't get over the fact that I don't even know how the Rush lost last year.
I am loving NLLstats.com, despite the fact that the creator I saw online said he's muted you years ago. So that's soft. That's soft, Graham. That's soft.
Lie, by the way, but we move on.
It's soft.
Loose Mesh says, let's go. Any parting shots besides the fact you're 3-1 and you're feeling extra hefty today?
I'm going 2-0 this week. Book it. 5-1. I'll be watching from somewhere much sunnier and warmer than I am right now. But we will keep an eye on it. I got to watch the Big Ten title game. I do have to say, go Bucks!
They got a good lacrosse team too, actually, believe it or not.
Yes, they do. I saw somebody that comes on your show once in a while bring up their record. Or maybe he doesn't come on your show. Dan something put out the Ohio State schedule. It looks like a real slobber knocker.
Did Dan Arestia?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he's come on the show a couple of times. He's really good covering that college game because it's hard to.
He just tweeted about Ohio State lacrosse yesterday or the day before. So
they're a factory of NLL players. That's what Pat Gregoire called them, I believe. I forgot where he called them that, but I believe Pat called them a goalie, like an NLL player factory. Go Buckeyes, go Dogs. Have a great weekend, sir.
Hey, you too. Peace.
Yes, sir. Gamble Guy is in the building, and now he's gone. So yeah, again, sharp tongue, sharp bets, Irish blood. Natter contributor, really the father of it all. And there you go. We got more stuff. My box seasons. There you go. There we go. Kai the goalie. That's what I'm talking about. And I tried to tell him. I don't know where he was looking. Because I would not go off the season where Dougie had 90 minutes. That was rough. But we got to reel him in, folks. That was good. That was good. All right, we come back. We're talking to Mr. Prophet himself. We're talking to Pat Gregoire. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Daily Dive.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
California. What's up, Mr. Prophet? How are you?
We're doing good, Mike. We're in California. We are. I'm not muted. I see on my end. I'm not muted.
So are you in the barn?
I am in the barn. I'm in the barn. I'm all the way up at the top here.
I love
in the
that.
Nosebleeds at the
Woo.
nest. Morning shoe round still going on right now with the Oswald Firewolves. You can feel the buzz in the city, man. They're excited to get this NLL season going.
For Halifax. Yeah, absolutely. Couple of teams had to wait, including Saskatchewan, which we'll get to as well, but Halifax had to. I'm going to do the cool bet odds for you, sir, because
Thank you.
Scrolling on the bottom was FanDuel earlier, but we're going to keep it on the regular Daily Dive thing now. According to Cool Bet for the first game, it is Halifax minus 130 last time we checked, and the total's at 23 even. There's also quite a few player props. And an announcement, folks, Pat Gregoire will be giving his best bets and leans. But this time we're not just saying, okay, Pat, I guess we'll go with that one. Pat's putting it on a graphic with us on the Best Bets crew. So we thank you, sir, for that. Thank you.
Yeah, excited to get those picks out there. Although now I'm hearing that Frick's able to give out minus 200 money line bets. Like, what are we doing here? What kind of circus operation are you running?
Oh, great!
We're giving out 200 minus 200 money line. Like,
I hate it.
I hate it too. I'm
like minus 190 is close for me.
What that's like, I'm looking at like minus, like at the absolute most, I think I've given out is like minus 140, and I think that's too much. We're looking for profits here. We're looking to make folks money. Come on now, like I don't know. I do have
a minus 189, but it is in favor of Cool Bet for the record.
Okay, fair enough. But
yeah, that was tough though. Right.
Yeah.
So you've seen these teams. Good morning, sir. How are we feeling about this game? What's the flow? Do you think we're going over, under? Who wins? Just what is your thoughts on the game? What's your bets?
Well, I mean, historically here, Doug Jameson, and I heard Gamble Guy saying not a great goalie.
Thank God he went 3-1 last week.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from because especially when you look at historically against the Thunderbirds.
Yes.
He has dominated them. He's got a 5-1 record. He honestly, you look at the numbers year over year, 8.43 save percentage, 5-1 record. He's just dominated this Halifax team. An 8.96, an 8.96. I don't know what happened there, fellas, but could you hear me at least?
Did you go on your notes app or something?
I actually did. I did go to my notes.
Well, you can do that, and we'll just keep on changing. You do whatever you need, pal.
That was the only thing
I
had in my
that
notes.
Worked, though.
That's the only thing I had in my notes. So, but yeah, he has been very, very good. But the last time these two teams played, let's not forget, Halifax had not won a game this season. They were down 9-3 in the third quarter, and it looked like things were not going well for this T-Birds team. They end up coming back, scoring 9 unanswered goals. They win that game, and that was really a turning point in their season. That was the first time Doug Jamieson ever lost to this team. So when you look at the historical facts, I know last game was an outlier. These two teams played low, grinded out, low-scoring games. I'm going with the under. Right now, under 23 at Coolbet. I would play it down to 22.5 as well. I think this could easily be a 10-8 type of game between these two teams.
Well, Jackson could be an issue for Hill. That's an interesting take. I don't mind that. It's like Kyle Jackson, right?
Yeah, it's a homecoming for him. He used to play for this organization. I know he's excited. Apparently, lots of friends will be in the building for him. So that could be a possibility. But I think when you look at what could be a problem for Warren Hill, I'm looking more at some of the bigger guns like the Alex Simmons, the Dyson Williams, and of course, obviously, Ethan Walker had a great game last game as well.
Ewok, he said he didn't even know that goal went in. God, I was just getting this close to asking how you're feeling. That explains that.
Yep. No, we're good. We'll be good for game time.
Guy got a shot in his butt. He's great. He's good now.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all good. We're ready to go here, Mike.
Can I ask just a question? Because I don't know if I haven't asked you this on air before. When a broadcaster is sick, and they're scheduled for a game, is there a time you just have to go get a shot from the doctor? That would kill me.
I've never had to get a shot from a doctor, but you do everything you can, right? You drink a lot of fluids, a lot of vitamin C, a lot of tea, honey, water, lemon, you name it, cold meds. You got to do what you got to do.
Correct. Keep going. Love it. Patty, does Mike Robinson owe his team from last year? Oh.
Yeah, that's a great question. Obviously, that's something that, I'm sure he feels terrible about, but I think it's something that he's put in his back pocket. All indications tell that he had an unbelievable training camp. Him and Will McLeod have built a lot of chemistry on that left-hand side, and I expect Mike Robinson to kind of use that as motivation this year. Obviously, that's something that probably weighed on him all regular season long, but it's a new season. You got to put behind you and do everything you can on the floor to really help your team get to where it needs to be.
Gamble Guy has the best. So I will have to. You told us about you like the under. Yep. I believe you're also on a player prop in this game.
Yeah, I like Thomas Hogarth over 3.5 points. I just feel like.
Steed.
Oh, sorry. No, yes, you're right. I was going with Hogarth. That's fine. I like both of them, anyways, to be honest. But I think Feed. On the Loose Mesh podcast, I did say that was going to be one of my picks for breakout performer of the year. And it's kind of hard to say, is he really a breakout performer considering the seasons that he had? But, he had 30-plus goals on this Halifax Thunderbirds team, and he missed a lot of time due to injury. Watching him here today at practice, he looked good. He locked in. I think he is going to have a big game here tonight. 4 points is a little bit high for an under game, I think. But like I said, though, would not be surprised if we see Halifax put up, 10, 11 goals, somewhere in that range. And I think Feed's going to be a big part of it. He's going to be on the number 1 power play unit as well. So I'll take the over on his points. I was looking at Hogarth at the 3.5 as well. Some of the other big guns like the Randy Stotts and the Clark Petersons, obviously, I think they're poised both to go over 100 points again this year.
Right.
But if I'm going to go over, it's hard to lay juice on a player to get 6-7 points.
I learned that last week. Thanks for taking shots.
No, and that was not even that wasn't a shot. I'm being serious because it really is tough. It's so hard to take the under with this Halifax Thunderbirds team with how explosive they are. It's just Doug Jameson, to me, he's such a solid goaltender. We saw how good he was last week, and just history tells me that he's got this Thunderbirds team's number.
Another thing that scares me about the over-under in this game, I told Gamble Guy the penalty minutes could rack up if they get under each other's skin again. And the fact that Oshawa last week scored 8 goals in their first quarter was full of adrenaline. I'm very nervous of if their offense gets going quickly. I know they like to play slow and methodical, but I like the under. I just couldn't pull the trigger myself.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough because you just look on all the superstars on both sides of the floor. I do think both teams are going to want to speed up the game in transition in between the lines.
Right.
But when it does come down to their own end or offensive ends, that's where I think both teams are going to want to slow things down.
Yes, sir. By the way, folks, so Joel Watson earlier in the week, I'm doing this for a reason. Like Joel Watson earlier in the week, was off camera. And I was like, I told Pat this actually during the week. I should do a Pixar character when they're off camera. So if you do need to jump off again, we got you covered, man.
I don't think I have to dive into my notes anytime soon, but good to know that you can back me up. So I appreciate that.
I honestly don't prefer that caricature. I feel like I should ask ChatGPT again, but that's not bad though. All right.
I thought I was looking a little pudgy. I don't have blue eyes, but hey, it is what it is.
I think most of these things have blue eyes. Anyways, next game, Saskatchewan taking on Calgary. One of my stories of the week, I just told Gamble Guy, I'll tell you here, is the fact that Calgary could be really bad, but could also maybe have a good season. Like, if we are all wrong on this, and Gamble Guy did mention, I checked it, this is actually true what he said, that Calgary did win a game last year in Saskatchewan. That's scary. What is your take on Rush hosting the Necks?
I really wanted to take Roughnecks plus 2.5.
Wow.
Anytime these two teams play,
I
I see that. I see there's a lot of 1.5s hanging around in other spots, but at Cool Bet, it's all the way to plus 2. I really, really thought that, but as everyone knows, I'm super, super high on this. Just going for a stroll here. Just a little change of scenery. Why not?
Might have been some dust in the arena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think there was dust up at the top bowl, so that's probably why I was sneezing. But everyone knows I'm huge on the Rush this year. I think that the Rush are a team that can be a championship contending team. They will be a championship contending team.
Right.
But I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you, Mike. Like, are the Roughnecks going to be as bad as we think they are? If there's any game where they're going to catch anyone off guard, it's going to be in the opener where there's not a lot of film and tape on these guys, on this offense. And they still have some great offensive pieces from last year's team. You have Tyler Pace now stepping into a number 1 righty role. You have Tanner Cook, who's now going to be leading your offense on that left side. You have Hayden Dixon, who is a tremendous complementary piece. Now he's going to play a bigger role. And then the young guys that come into the lineup as well. Matthew Gochick going to have to step up. Noah Manning, rookie. I'm really high on him to have a big year. So with all that being said, though, it's so tough. So I couldn't go against the Rush because I'm a big believer that the Rush are going to be where they were last year. So with that being said, I'm taking the under in this game as well. Frank Chiliano, goaltender, goaltender of the year. The defense that they have in front of them is elite. They're fast. They're strong. I think, like I said, it could be a really slower process for both these offenses to get going. We've seen that trend early on outside of the Ottawa-San Diego game where defense was optional. But yeah, I'm going under. And yes, I know, Frick, life's too short to bet the under, but I'm betting it. I'm betting it, man. I'm sorry.
Two
under both games. Yeah.
So, yes.
2 unders this week.
Love that. I mean, like you said, Chiliano. Aiden Walsh is capable, even though I believe it was Loose Mesh that said, be careful about the defense in front of him could have been helping him in Vancouver. I don't know how much that translates to Calgary, we'll see. I got to ask you, a lot of people, wasn't it Braden Maye? A lot of people also like on Calgary to step up in a big way.
Yeah. Yes, and I do too. And shame on me for not mentioning his name. He is going to have a big year. Well, I thought last year, just where he was taken in the draft, I was kind of surprised where he landed. I thought he could have been a little bit of a higher pick. He's a supremely talented lefty, a little bit on the undersized, but he's a guy that honestly, I think that Hook will be the number one lefty on that side. Maybe it's not number 1A1, maybe it's more of a 1A, 1B situation,
Right.
just because they're both such different players. Cook is that power forward, where Maye is an elite shooter who's got
Right.
great vision as well. So you see the players here taking some warm-up shots at the end.
Don't give too much away back there. Thank you for that.
No.
There.
Practice is over. Those are the guys getting in their extra reps. But so I like the under. I also, like you said, with Aiden Walsh, yes, there's some question marks. Okay, is he going to be as good without that defense in front of him? I don't think he'll be as good. Are we? Because we were talking about him potentially being a goaltender of the year candidate last year before he was moved to the backup,
elephant in the room.
Yes, exactly. So I think Walsh is going to be a great goalie for them as well. And I think after talking with Eli Salama, OTCB podcast,
yes, sir.
Is live on audio now. Some delays with the video. The video will be up.
Come on, producer Teddy.
But it is the audio is up for that interview there. So he's got me believing that this team's going to surprise some people. Do I think they're going to make the playoffs? No, I don't. I really don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But do I think they're going to catch some people, off surprise and they're going to have better results than their expectations? I kind of do. And I think tonight would be a great night, not to win, but to keep it close and keep this a little more of a grinded out kind of battle between, a Sask team that I know they've got a lot of offensive pieces, but when they play the best, it's when they play low scoring games. And their shooters are very opportunistic.
Did you mention to us that you like Tanner Cook's prop yet or not yet?
I have not mentioned it, but I did mention how I thought he's going to drive the offense.
Cool.
No Dane Dobie there this year. So that's obviously one less on the left-hand side. We obviously know King, another body, not on that left-hand side. It's basically going to be him and Brandon Maye driving the bus on that left-hand side. And I think even Cook last year, I'll have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure his player prop points were around that 3.5 anyway. So sure, you have less skilled players that you can pass the ball, or guys that are passing you the ball. But in regards to that, I just, for me, it's like the ball's going to be in his stick more often. His touches are going up, meaning his production is going to go up. So for me, I think it's an absolute no-brainer that he's going to have more than 3 points. The only issue is if Calgary only puts up like 5 or 6 goals, then that might be a challenge. But even if they do, there's a good chance he's going to be a part of everything
hockey
when it comes to that offense. Hockey assist, baby.
Yeah, they're not. We call them true points over here, Daily Dot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do love the tic-tac-toe, but something I'm just saying. I like to be like again. Doug Jameson's assist last week was not a Del Bianco assist for the
Not all assists are created equally. I can agree with that.
As an NBA fan, it bugs me. All right. For this game, I almost did like, hey, Pat, can you help me make a bet here? I'm going to go with my gut here. The Rush first quarter money line is minus 167, which is better than the minus 222 at Cool Bell money line, and even better than what I ultimately went with the first half money line minus 189, which again is my limit. I know Frick can do minus 340 and feel confident about it. If you're putting down $1,000, good for you, sir. Most of us aren't. So tell me if you like my first half money line.
You know what? I do like that because, if your line of thinking is that you think Calgary might be, struggle to score some goals this year, if they get down big, it's going to be tough for them, to climb back and win. And like you said, so, Saskatchewan, I wish I had the numbers in front of me. I feel like they're a team that had a lot of comebacks last year, so that kind of scares me. But again, I don't have the numbers in front of me. But if you think this is going to be a blowout, then it's probably going to be a blowout from the get-go.
I feel like, well, the first quarter, I was like, what if Calgary, is like tied and then they fall apart? That's where I was like, okay, let's go with the first half.
I think it's an absolute no chance bet for the first quarter. You can't, because if Calgary is going to surprise anyone,
the first quarter,
it's going to be the first quarter of the season, and
that's what I'm saying.
You could argue, a little bit of jitters for Saskatchewan, or not even jitters, sorry, like really hyped up for the season.
Plus 130, by the way, for Calgary on Coolbet first quarter. Not bad. It's a little spicy.
It is. I mean, for a little sprinkle, why not? That'd be a fun bet, but
you did have to buzz out at that moment. What did you say after I said plus 130?
I said it is maybe worth a sprinkle, but I don't know. I said it before. I've said it on Loose Mesh. It's just too many people are sleeping on this Rush team. They're not giving them the respect that they deserve because they just didn't go out and win free agency. They didn't go out and make a bunch of trades, but that's because they didn't have to. Their roster is really, really good. So that's why a lot of people forgot. It's recency bias, Mike. That's we us in the media and fans alike tend to get guilty of that. And I'm not falling for that trick. I think Derek Keenan's built a great organization. And I think this is going to be a team that's going to be ready from the get-go. But with that being said, Mike, like anytime these two teams meet, man, it's always fireworks. It's a battle of the prairies. And you've got a very young roster in Calgary that's looking to make a name for themselves and really looking that they're saying they're not listening to the outside noise, but I know they've seen the power rankings. They've seen the money, the money come in on the.
Well, folks, there's this character. We'll wait for it. Come on. We'll wait. We'll see what happens with Pat. If not, we will move on here. Oh, come on. He had to walk in that part of the arena, really? Oh, well. It's been nice knowing you, Pat. If he comes back on, we'll say our goodbyes, but he's here in spirit. There you go. We'll take a break and bring on the captain next. This is good. All right, good for. I guess that was enough talk for the first for those games. But thank you, Pat Gregoire, for joining the show, and we hope that you can make it through that game because that is. There he's back. Okay, say your goodbye. I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry, man.
I probably should have given you a heads up. Was walking through a bit of a tunnel there to get back to the hotel.
Your Pixar guy held it down.
Oh, perfect. Great. Good to hear. Good to hear. No,
I didn't hear anything, but it was good.
Perfect. Even better. Even better.
Oh, jeez. To end it here, it's Cody Jansen, John Fraser, and Heather Morrison in Saskatchewan. Yep. And you, Mackie Jenner, and who's the play-by-play again for this game?
Matt Cullen will be up in the booth in the next with me. So, cool. Yeah, I am a little bit disappointed. There's only 2 games this week.
Yeah,
I'm bummed about that. But next week, loaded schedule, and it just means you get full attention to tonight's game on TSN, and then tomorrow, Saturday night showcase, NLL Plus, TSN Plus, ESPN Plus. Make a big dent in your couch. Listen to Cody Jansen tell Saskatchewan to pump their chest. Looking forward to that game.
Chest, Saskatchewan.
There you go. I knew you had a better impression than me, so I'm going to try it.
I'm working on my Matt Cullen, actually. I'm not kidding. I was in the car. I'm going to work on Matt Cullen. Couldn't get it down yet. I'm sorry.
We'll have to debut that soon, though. I can't wait to hear that one.
Thank you, Pat. Tell the good people in Halifax hello and have a howl of a game.
Good one. I see what you did there.
That's right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, dude. Pat Gregoire, now he's gone. There we go. Hey, see? When he stuck it out in a tunnel. Interesting. They have just tunnels in the arena. Good for them. All right, we come back. We're bringing on Captain to talk about his ladder or lack thereof. We're going to try to build it again when we come back.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Captain is here. Oh, come on. Unmute yourself, pal. Anyways, Captain is here.
I was unmuted, and it said the host muted me.
Yeah, and then you want to talk during the commercial. How dare you, sir? How are you?
Any better? I need a twin today, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. For the record, your bio still says you've hit 2 NLL ladders, even though you're not currently climbing. We will after today. Roughnecks fan, the red is back tonight. Tomorrow. Sports Gambler, Daily Dive team member, and boots on the ground last week, sir. Unfortunately, there's not many pictures of you online. We don't have a Pixar guy for you, but we're gonna get one though.
Buddy, the way my ladders have going, you might as well just throw a dumpster up there for me today.
I might do that. You better keep that in mind. All right, so sir, we are doing once again a safe ladder and a greedy ladder. And again, if people do not know what a ladder is, please explain that to them.
Well, you better out a pick this week if she wins, and you take the winnings plus your original bet, and you bet it out again next week.
That's right.
Unfortunately, we have no monies to bet out from last week.
We didn't roll over. So we got to pull out the old wallet again and tell DraftKings how we're feeling.
A full week of EJs. I'm feeling it.
Well, as long as you're back to normal and you're feeling good. All right, so on the first game, of course, Halifax hosting Calgary. Let me check. Are you on that one?
Oh, yeah, I'm on both of them.
Okay. I didn't remind myself there. I'm actually pulling up a good picture right now. Okay. Now we're back. Okay.
So, there I
am. Anyways, so tell us how you're feeling about Oshawa at Halifax.
Oh, man. So, I mean, other than the Bandits and the Swarm game, most teams have kind of been off to a little bit of a slow start offensively. Right. So with Oshawa having played already, I'm kind of hoping they get out to a quick start. When it comes down to goaltending, I know you guys really chirped my boy Dougie there.
That was rough.
But I'm sure if you asked everybody that's listening today if they were given a choice to take Hill or Dougie as their starter, I'm gonna guess most people would probably go Dougie.
I would hope so.
But yeah, I'm leaning Oshawa. I love the +1.5. I don't know what to expect from Halifax yet this year. Last season they had a little bit of a slow start to the year, and with Hill and Hutch kind of playing musical nets last year, we're not quite sure what to expect in the back end there. But yeah, I'm really leaning +1.5 on my greedy ladder, and I've tossed in the Rush -1.5 on that, so we get +205 odds on DraftKings.
Love it. And by the way, the ladder, for those wondering, is presented by the great people at Elevated Truck and Crane. So let me go ahead and pull that up for the people here. There you go, folks. Let's give them a call. All right, so +1.5 for for Oshawa there. Are you surprised that Halifax? I mean, obviously you are, but are you surprised that Halifax is favored after what Oshawa did to Toronto last week, being the dogs in that game as well?
I'm not I'm not surprised.
It's not a huge favorite, but it's like I'm just like, huh? Like, did y'all not watch Oshawa? Like, what? I don't know. I feel like we're getting more. It feels like we're getting a sleepy book this week again.
Yeah, I mean, if you go off last season, I don't think. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there real quick. That dumpster image really hits.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Sorry. So last season, like Albany had a little bit of had their struggles at times. I don't think them beating Oshawa this year, I don't think them beating Toronto in that first game really dictates anything. It was a very low scoring game. I know Rosie's in on the other end, but I didn't see anything out of Oshawa in that game that would tell me that they're going to finish above the standings and against Halifax this season.
Fair point. So let's now move on to Saskatchewan against Calgary. A lot of people fading the Roughnecks and the Rush, like I said all week. They waited and watched Vancouver look not too great. So I would feel like Saskatchewan is this like I thought this was an early statement game for them. It's like, yeah, we're still here. We're still awesome. How are you feeling this game, though?
I'm thinking they had a few less changes to their roster coming into the season. Patty is right. We don't have the cards out on Calgary yet. But
Right.
if Sask starts this season like they finished last season, we're looking at a low scoring, a very defensive team that, probably won't get beat up too bad by Calgary.
Right. Are you in this game? Because I believe I'm just going to pull up the safe ladder you have, because that is one of the ones. You've got the Rush money line, and this one you did tell me you got to be careful there. Why didn't you pull the trigger on 1.5 though?
Well, buddy, after last week's crumble, I'm fresh out of a long-term relationship there. I got a lot of hurt, and I'm just looking to slay a quick dragon before I find my next princess. So,
What is this, Shrek?
so yeah, it's minus 200. I wouldn't bet this out on a single bet unit
Thank you. Hey,
basis.
tell it to Frick.
However,
Oh.
when I'm doing it on a ladder basis, if we can just sneak this one night stand through the cracks here, then looking at week 3 at a full slate, buddy, we're laughing, right? So
Yes.
I'm I'm a Roughnecks fan, so this could either be a win-win for me, or I'll be back on the streets handing out ZJs for another week, pal.
And for the record, again, I am okay with a ladder pick being 200. I'm not okay telling people, hey, put $5 down to win like to reach 7. It doesn't make any sense. The ladder makes sense to me.
Because if this one wins, then next week I'm looking for Vancouver to help a guy out and throwing $75 around like I'm a bit of a big wheel.
I don't know if it's the Canadian you, but man, you crack me up sometimes. All right, let's go to the greedy ladder now. The greedy, of course, is always plus odds. You went to plus 203. I told you could have gone Firewolf's money line. You decided not to. So we got 2 legs in this puppy, even though I do agree with both of them.
Yeah, I still worry. Like I say, I hope Oshawa gets off to that quick start. But man, like you can never count Halifax out of a game. So that's kind of my reasoning for taking the plus 1.5 there, and hoping Dougie outdoes Hill on the other end as well.
I would assume that would be happening. Speaking of, someone's alarms going off out there.
Oh yeah.
Don't quit breaking into cars, Captain. Trying to find
Slide the windows up. They drown it out. Don't worry, I'll freeze.
Frick says get off your wallet and bet. But to be fair, like most of us are not NLL pros, so we don't have a bunch of money. So sorry. Pat Gregoire says stay cool, bet responsibly, Frick. Any parting shots before you get out of here and start climbing?
I'm hoping Frick doesn't miss 3 alarms on Monday this coming.
So this show, man, this is bad. And Natter said somebody bet $15,500 on LeBron. That is true, and they lost that bet, which is crazy. Did you know about that, Captain?
Yeah, I heard some rumblings.
That's rough. Yeah, you're in the ZJs. I'm sure you're in a few ZJs group chats. I'm sure there was a few given out last night. So here's what it is. Thank you, Captain. Stay awesome, and yeah, I also, you did a great job Monday, but we're really hoping Frick does come on Monday. It's a great parting shot there. Have a great one, sir. Tell the people at Elevated Truck and Crane, we love them. We hope their cranes are as high and as strong as ever, sir.
Hey, man, if you need help getting it up, they'll help you, and they won't tell nobody's. You have a good day, Mike.
Stupid Fridays are a joke. Thank you, Captain. Oh my God. Huh. What between Gamble Guy and Captain? I can't do this anymore. Right. Safe Ladder. He is doing that again. This is to reach more money, not to just hope you win one. So that's a good one. And then of course, step one for another greedy ladder is Fire Rules plus 1.5 and Rush minus 1.5. Those odds are on DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, when we come back, I'm going to talk about the Crew's picks and best bets. Can anybody stop the Frick train? We'll be right back and find out. You're watching Daily Dive.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Daily Dive. We've already had Gamble Guy on the show. He's leading in best bets with a 3-1 right now. We also had on Captain to talk about his ladder, and we had on Pat Gregoire, who was fighting through sneezing and tunnels and all kind of good stuff, but we did make it through. Reminder to head to natalkradio.com and click the event tickets tab, and there you will be able to search for your favorites or local National Lacrosse League team. It helps us out. Also, Loose Mesh is doing a giveaway, but if you don't win the giveaway for the 4 Rock tickets, you can go to event tickets tab on natalkradio.com. And again, the direct link is at the bottom of the YouTube description. Okay, let's now get into the Crew's picks and best bets. All right, folks, what I'm about to show you is a classic case of Tim Dillon. Guys, Hunters, a.k.a. Tim Dillon, went with the Roughnecks. Woo! Now, myself and Frick are on the same page with our pick'ems, so I cannot catch Frick this week. Joel and Hunter / Tim Dillon can, though. That's a big deal. If Halifax wins or if Calgary wins or both, those two have caught Frick again. I'm stuck in no man's land. But my goal is to be right. I'm here to take down Preston. I'm here to take down Who You Got. I'm here to take down the Pick'em crew at Daily Dive. But Frick, I got to wait till next week to catch you and smoke you. That being said, it's now time for the crew's best bets. And here they are. I'm pulling it up now. And again, Pat Gregoire has joined the stable. So for now, it's going to kind of suck because he is at 0-0, but we'll see if he can catch us. You know what I'm saying? So, Gamble Guy, as you heard earlier, Oshawa, Halifax over 22.5. That's minus 110 on FanDuel. He also went with The Rock to cover against Calgary. And that you can get on BetUS, by the way. Now, for myself, who went 2-2 last week, and I'm currently second in the best bet standings, give me the Firewolves money line, plus 114 on DraftKings. Give me, by the way, whenever I got that, it was actually a plus 138, so I lost value there. I'm not happy. But it's a plus 114 as of right now. We'll take it. Give me the Rush first half money line at minus 189 on Coolbet. Minus 189 is my limit. Like minus 190, that's it. 200 is gross. Minus 189, I'm kind of pushing it, but again, I'll take it. Tyler Pace under 2.5 goals. I could see him having 1 goal and a bunch of assists. I don't see Tyler Pace reaching a hat trick. That's at minus 133, which means it's a pretty good favorite on that. But again, it's not terrible odds at all. Frick, who was 1-2 in his best bets this week, decided to take a gimme with the Rush money line. I did let him have that this week because it is 200, but boy, we are pushing it. And one of the reasons I let him have it is because BetUS, one of our affiliate links, promo code 12OZ, you can get that there. So you're welcome, Frick, for that, but good Lord, we got to chill with that. Firewolves money line is Halifax. I love that he's on that as well. And Alex Simmons, his text told me take over whatever Alex Simmons' goals are. And it was 2. So we're hoping Simmons reaches a hat trick. All right? And Pat Gregoire, who is joining the crew, says Oshawa Halifax under 23. I almost went with that. Calgary Sask under 22. Both those on Coolbet. It's 22.5 and 21.5 everywhere else, respectively. Dawson 3 over 3.5 points. And Tanner Cook over 3.5 points as well. He also said he flirted with Thomas Hogarth over 3.5, but ultimately went with Dawson 3 for those Halifax fans wondering. What are you tailing? What are you fading this week? Let us know. What are your best bets? I also want to give a big shout out to Buffalo Sports Collective. I also like to give a big shout out to Buffalo Sports Collective as they have been doing a great job with the people's predictions. Now, granted, this people went with Oshawa, but I think 60% went with Halifax. So I'm not part of the people on that, but shout out to them. They do Twitter and Instagram polls as like part of their little community outreach. So we thank them for that. Join them and try to be part of the people's. Again, I'm not part of that people, but I'm part of the Saskatchewan Rush people. But yeah, we'll see if we can all beat PK and Phil over there. Thanks for watching today's show. Enjoy the games, the 2 games this week. Again, 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. Matt Cullen, Pat Gregoire, and Mackie Jenner in Halifax. And tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. After you watch the SEC championship game between Georgia and Alabama, and during that Ohio State-Indiana game, please be sure to check out the Roughnecks in the Rush. Again, the Roughnecks are in the red uniforms again, even though it's on the road. In the Rush, Cody Jansen, John Fraser, and Heather Morrison on the call for that. Pound your chest, Daily Dive fans. How are you, everybody? This has been Daily Dive. Stay safe. See you Monday with Frick. Bye.